everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
7'5", high release point, elevation on his jump shot, quickness, footwork. That's the scariest thing that we've ever seen.
They called him the alien, and for good reason. Standing over 7 feet tall with a wingspan stretching beyond imagination, Victor Wembanyama isn't just another basketball player. He's a glimpse into the future of the sport. When he stepped onto the NBA hardwood, fans didn't just see a rookie. They saw evolution in motion. His balance, coordination, and fluid movement defy physics. His defense feels like a force field. His offense, a blend of grace and chaos. But behind every effortless move lies years of preparation, sacrifice, and pressure unlike anything a teenager should endure. Before he became the unstoppable force reshaping the game, Victor had to conquer expectations so massive they could crush most players before they even began. This is not just the story of a young man rising to stardom, it's the story of how basketball itself is changing forever. Victor Wembanyama was born on January 4, 2004, in La Chesnay, France, a small suburb just outside Paris. His athleticism wasn't a coincidence, it was in his blood. His father, Felix Wembanyama, was a former track and field athlete specializing in the long jump, while his mother, Elodie Di Fodero, was a basketball player and later a coach. Growing up in such an environment, sports weren't just encouraged, they were a way of life. From a young age, Victor towered over his peers. Yet, what truly separated him wasn't just height, it was coordination.
Comparable to anyone, and this is why I don't think any comparison is accurate, because my goal is really to be one of a kind, and I know I'm gonna be.
Instead of relying solely on size, his parents focused on agility, skill, and understanding of the game. His mother often emphasized fundamentals, dribbling, passing, and balance, while his father trained his body to stay flexible and strong. Coaches at local club Nanter 92 quickly realized they were witnessing something special. Even as a teenager, Wembanyama could handle the ball like a guard and block shots like a seasoned center. The combination was rare, almost unnatural. And it was clear, this kid was destined for more than just French basketball. The French prodigy takes shape by the time Victor turned 15. The whispers around French basketball circles had grown louder.
D'une certaine façon, j'ai jamais vraiment commencé le basket. J'ai toujours été plongé dedans, même dès mon plus jeune âge, avec ma mère qui était coach et une famille de sportifs en général. Donc j'ai toujours eu un ballon entre les mains et pratiqué du basket, pas forcément régulièrement, mais j'ai toujours su jouer en tout cas.
Scouts and coaches from across Europe began traveling to see the lanky teenager who played like no one they'd ever seen. At Nanter 92, he developed under a structured system that emphasized team play, but Victor's individual brilliance always stood out. In 2019, he led France's under-16 team to a silver medal at the FIBA European Championship.
L'équipe de France, ce championnat d'Europe cet été, l'occasion de porter pour la première fois un maillot officiel équipe de France avec mon nom derrière, etc. Ça s'est plutôt mal passé pour moi au début. J'étais pas sûr d'être pris au final pour la compétition, mais j'ai su, grâce bien sûr aux coachs d'équipe de France, mais aussi au travail à côté effectué avec le club du Nanterre entre les stages.
Showcasing a dominant defensive performance that had opponents visibly intimidated. He averaged more than 5 blocks per game in that tournament, numbers unheard of for his age group. By 17, he signed with Asvel Basket, one of France's most respected teams, owned by NBA legend Tony Parker. That move was more than a promotion, it was a statement. Wembanyama was no longer a secret. Highlights of him hitting step-back threes, dribbling coast to coast, and swatting shots into the stands started going viral. Analysts in the United States began calling him the next great international sensation. Some even said he was the most talented prospect since LeBron James. But fame came with a price. The weight of global attention was heavy, and Victor had to learn how to carry it while still just a teenager. A breakthrough season when Wembanyama joined Metropolitans 92 in 2022 under coach Vincent Collet. It marked the beginning of his true evolution. The decision shocked many. Why not head straight to the NBA? But Victor had a vision. He wanted to refine every part of his game before stepping into the league. Under Collett's mentorship, he was given complete creative freedom, and what followed changed everything. In the 2022-2023 season, he averaged over 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game in France's top professional league.
Since he's been in the NBA, but he's been in the league forever. Hey,
But the moment that truly launched him into international superstardom came during the exhibition games against the G League Ignite in Las Vegas. In two electrifying performances against American competition, Wembanyama dropped 37 and 36 points while showcasing shot creation that seemed unreal for someone his size. NBA superstars, from LeBron James to Kevin Durant, couldn't stop talking about him. LeBron even called him a generational talent.
I think of him, I think probably the same as everybody else think. We're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. No one has ever seen anyone as tall as.
That series of games didn't just prove he was ready, it proved he was different. The world now knew his name, and the countdown to the 2023 NBA Draft had officially begun. June 22, 2023, a night that would forever be etched into basketball history. For the Spurs, it was a familiar story. Decades earlier, they drafted David Robinson. Years later, Tim Duncan. Now, Wembanyama carried the torch as the next generational big man destined to define a new era. Coach Greg Popovich spoke about patience, protection, and development, reminding everyone that greatness is a process. Fans in San Antonio lined the streets for his arrival, holding signs that read, "The alien has landed." Merchandise sold out instantly. The NBA had officially entered the Wemby era. Rookie season, adjustment and domination. The 2023-24 NBA season began with the world watching every move Victor made. His debut was filled with anticipation, flashes of brilliance mixed with moments of rookie adjustment. But it didn't take long for him to silence any doubts. In just his fifth game, he dropped 38 points against the Phoenix Suns, leading the Spurs to a stunning win. Overnight, highlight reels exploded. His blocks defied gravity. His dunks echoed through arenas. Defensively, Wembanyama became an instant game changer. Opponents began altering their entire offensive strategy to avoid his reach. Analysts marveled at his ability to switch onto guards, protect the rim, and stretch the floor on offense. He wasn't just tall, he was smart, disciplined, and strategic.
So good that he could just shut down. For the next season, he would still be the number one draft.
Yeah, so maybe that's the thing. He doesn't need to play too many games and maybe get injured.
Exactly.
Playing just in regular minutes in the French league.
Once per week.
Yeah.
In French league, with no expectations, with no travels around Europe, with commercial flights. He will have more time to work with his skills, to get ready for the draft, to take care of his body, which is exceptional.
Every possession felt like a chess match, and Victor was already a few moves ahead. As the season progressed, his stats climbed, and his presence became undeniable. He finished among league leaders in blocks per game and was a strong contender for Rookie of the Year. Beyond numbers, though, it was his demeanor that impressed everyone. When asked about expectations, he calmly replied,
Is taking us this far, you know what I'm saying? We got 7'5" dudes who's able to do everything on the court, you know. The league's really in trouble when he comes in.
He has the chance to be one of the best, not in his age or not in Europe, one of the best to ever play this game.
Pressure is a privilege. That mindset showed maturity beyond his years. By his second season, something had changed. Wembanyama didn't just look comfortable, he looked dominant. The once lanky teenager had added muscle and confidence. His offensive game expanded, his jump shot grew more consistent, and his playmaking vision improved dramatically. The Spurs began running their entire system through him, and it worked. He started recording stat lines reminiscent of legends: 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 blocks in a single night. Analysts noted his combination of offense and defense was unlike anything in the modern era. He wasn't just altering shots. He was altering the way teams prepared. Players spoke about how his presence changed the geometry of the court. His ability to cover ground, defend the perimeter, and protect the rim simultaneously made him nearly impossible to scheme against. Off the court, his work ethic became legendary. Teammates described him as the first to arrive at practice and the last to leave.
He's going to be good. It's still early in the season, obviously, but once he figures out where he's going to be getting his shots and reading defenses, I think he's going to be good. I feel like he got more aggressive, like a more aggressive mentality as he started this season off. He'll just keep getting better.
He studied film relentlessly, not just of his games, but of greats like Duncan, Garnett, and Olajuwon. By the 2024-25 season, the Wemby effect had taken over the league, proving that evolution in basketball wasn't a concept anymore, it had a face. Beyond THE court, THE Brando F. Wembanyama, while his on-court dominance was undeniable, Victor's influence extended far beyond basketball. His calm charisma, intelligence, and unique style quickly made him one of the most marketable athletes in the world. Major brands lined up for partnerships, not just for his performance, but for what he represented: discipline, innovation, and authenticity. He became a global ambassador for French basketball, inspiring countless young players across Europe and Africa to dream bigger. Despite fame, he remained deeply introspective, often speaking about art, reading, and mindfulness. Those who met him described him as both philosophical and humble.
It's fun, man. The kid is obviously very talented, but I mean, he's every bit of special talent and individual. He just takes up so much space on the floor with his length. He's tall, man. He's tall.
I got a bright future, man. Obviously, he's one of a kind type of player, and he's gonna keep getting better each and every year. And just unfortunately, not we won the game. So.
As he once said in an interview, "My goal isn't to be the best of my generation, it's to be the best version of myself." From the quiet suburbs of France to the roaring arenas of the NBA, Victor Wembanyama's journey is the story of transformation, not just of a player, but of the game itself. He entered the league as a mystery, a phenomenon too good to be real. Yet, he's proving every day that evolution doesn't wait for permission. The era where an alien didn't invade the game, he became its new definition. The evolution of Victor Wembanyama, entry of an unstoppable force, isn't just a title, it's a prophecy. Because if this is evolution, what comes next might just be revolution.